What's up, y'all? It's your boy Batmac back at it again with the Patriots Connected franchise, and here we go with preseason week 1. We got a game versus the Detroit Lions, our former defensive coordinator Matt Patricia, and I'm excited to see what we can do. Our starters are really only going to play for the first quarter, and then we're going to be seeing a lot of Jarrett Stidham in the backups today. I'm really excited to see because this gameplay was the first Madden gameplay I really had that was a full game at all. So do not judge for what happens.
Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Newton and the New England Patriots versus Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
All right, here comes Matthew Stafford to the field. Matthew Stafford is one of those quarterbacks that I really feel like if he was in another destination, not the cursed franchise, Detroit, he would have had a Super Bowl, probably, and a lot more playoff appearances, man. I feel like Matthew Stafford is such a talent, such a good quarterback. And he's really been screwed playing in Detroit. But now here he goes with the first pass, and Danny Amendola, the former Patriot, turns it up the field and gets a first down. So a funny thing, when we go on offense, I didn't know that the playbooks truly changed a lot because the Patriots playbook is still exactly the same, but Tom Brady's gone. So I figured the Carolina Panthers playbook would be the same, even though Teddy's there. But it was not. So the playbook wasn't what I was expecting it to be. Thus, my offense, like when I'm playing with a playbook that I'm not comfortable with, I do not play well, and I can totally fully admit that. As our defense was playing pretty solid there, but now we find ourselves on a third down in our secondary, making 2 plays in a row on this drive to ultimately stop the drive and force a field goal. So now the Detroit Lions going to try to kick the field goal for the first points of this franchise, and there you go. 3-0 lead, Detroit Lions. But now, here comes Cam Newton to the field. The new Patriot. Welcome to New England. Welcome to Foxborough. We're excited to have you, man. Let's see what we can do with you. 78 overall. Kind of a slight. I feel like he could have been 80. I don't know. But here we go, Cam Newton. 2nd and 10 on the field. The audibles looking clean. I like the animations that come along with it. And first completion, Delanie Walker with the catch. Old man Delanie Walker, we picked him up in free agency. I think he'll be pretty solid. He'll be better than the 2 rookies that we have. So there you go. And I try to get some rushing yards of Cam, but I get sacked by the former Patriot Trey Flowers, who I really am going to miss this season. So now, after we punt the ball, 1st and 10 for the Detroit Lions, and Kerryon Johnson gets every possible block that he could and breaks it off for a big run. Actually, that might not be Kerryon. That might be, yeah, it's Kerryon, 33. But yep, so Kerryon Johnson with the big run there. But now after that first down, they find themselves in a 3rd and 2, and touchdown Danny Amendola. So the former Patriots have already kind of shown what they wanted to do against us. Danny Amendola, Trey Flowers, Both making plays there, and Danny Amendola ultimately gets to the end zone, making it 10-0. So I wanted to hurry up. There's only a minute and a half, and they make a mass depth chart change at the end of the quarter, so I knew our backups were coming in. I tried to get a deep ball there to Julian Edelman. We tried to try him out wide out this game, just because our receiving core is not the best, but he's our best guy, but he ultimately is just better in the slot. So for the most part, every formation I possibly get him, I'm going to try to have him in the slot, at least for the most part. But there you go. Mohamed Sanu making the big catch right there. Showing his strong hands on the sideline, bringing both feet down as well. Mohamed Sanu and Julian Edelman are both kind of slot receivers. I really need to try my best to keep them in the slot and worry about other receivers that got a little bit more speed to be on the outside and a little bit more strength. And Julian Edelman, that just maximizes productivity if I do keep him in the slot. So there you go. And like I said, we were trying our best to just try to find some points before the mass sub, and then we threw an interception because we're just trying to force it. I'm just trying to get some points on the board before the end of the first quarter. It turned into an interception, but I'm not really going to take that completely to heart. But what I'm going to take to heart is how inefficient our starting offense was and how I was not moving the ball very well. But now, who the running back I think is going to start for the Detroit Lions this year is DeAndre Swift out of Florida State, I think. And I think he's going to be the starter this season. Personally, Kerryon Johnson, I feel like he's pretty injury prone and not the most consistent. And I think Swift will ultimately be in there more and ultimately find the most productivity when he is playing. But Chase Daniel, did not know he was ended up in Detroit, so he's the backup for Matthew Stafford right now. So that's a pretty seasoned backup right now going in against us, along with our young defense on the field. But Kyle Duggar with a nice big hit right there. Now 2nd and 8 coming for the Detroit Lions. And another first down. Chase Daniel carving up our defense. 6 for 6 to start out. Making audibles. Changing the formation completely, making it to a bunch when he was in shotgun at first, and then throwing it to his receiver. I didn't jump the interception right, and now they're deep in our red zone, right on the goal line, 3-yard line. So 1st and goal, under center Chase Daniel. He's going to drop back, and we have pressure in his face, but that's going to be a touchdown, Detroit Lions. Jesse James. So now we're down 17-0. So we're going to try to hand it off to Lamar Miller, who fumbles it. Picked up old man Lamar Miller, who's potentially going to be our starter. But after that little fumble, it's going to be kind of hard to run with that. And giving the Lions a short field, with the potential of us going down 24-0. So we get them a 3rd and goal. Hopefully we can hold them to a field goal, show that our backup defense is pretty stout, pretty strong. We're trying to get pressure, and there you go. Get the sack, and Chase Winovich picks it up. And we all know he's going to get caught because the stamina on this game is ridiculous. And there you go. He's basically walking and tackled, but we're inside the red zone. 54 seconds left before halftime. So we can try to get some points on the board as well. As a 3rd and 10 comes up, we throw it to... Should have thrown it to N'Keal Harry. But we're going to be right there. And... fantastic. So 17-3, I'm not mad at that. At least we have some points on the board, but they're going to try to get something right before the end of the first half. And we get the sack, Chase Winovich. He already has a sack and a fumble recovery, so he is balling out. He's going to be a starter for us, so I'm not really surprised he's going to play enough, to the point where he feels like a starter. So I'm not surprised he's kind of balling out right now. So now here goes a 2nd and 7. Jared Stidham, play action. They're going to throw it to the rookie tight end. There you go. Okay, Jared Stidham looked good in the pocket right there. Now 2nd and 8, Lamar Miller gets wrecked, but he rolls forward for a first down. So now 2nd and 10. Lamar Miller in the backfield yet again, and big blocking right there from our O-line and receivers. So now we find ourselves on 3rd and 7, and Jarrett Stidham was looking for the seam route, but it gets batted down. So we get forced to kick a field goal, and we miss it because I was not used to kicking field goals anymore because I hadn't played Madden in so long, so I looked like trash. But yet again, Chase Winovich dominating, and he gets the sack when there's a receiver wide open. Saving that play right there, forcing a 2nd and long. And he gets hurt on the play, so he played through an injury on that play. Hate to see it. So now 3rd and 6 after the Chase Winovich sack on 1st down. We're Bo Allen trying to get some pressure, but there you go. John Simon with the sack, and the lineman picks it up for the Lions, and it forces them to punt it off to us. Now Jarrett Stidham trying to find some offense and sacked by Eric Lee. Another Patriot. Really seems like we just trade off players at this point. So now 2nd and 6 and 1st down. A catch. Chase Daniel really throwing some dots right now. Chase Daniel dropping it back and 1st down. It gets rid of it quick, man. That's the way you got to do it. Just efficient offense, man. Our offense is terrible right now. The playbook I was using this game. There you go. Great play on the defense. DeAndre Swift gets tackled in the backfield there. 4th and 3. Force them to punt it off to us. So now Jarrett Stidham going on the play action. Rolling out to the right. He throws it down the field, and Damiere Byrd can't bring it in. Doesn't get both feet down, but that was a dime by Jarrett Stidham. Can't deny that. And I understand it wasn't complete, but ultimately I feel like that wasn't complete just because the receiver that was a good throw. Also, I should have thrown it to the dig route there, but it happens. But Jarrett, then the interception. Nobody's open. Trying to force a direct Birdcast. Slow out of his cut. And that's an interception. Jared Davis. So yet again, the Lions offense gets a short field. And DeAndre Swift, touchdown. You hate to see it. So now 24-3 is not my favorite score ever. And then we're trying to look for N'Keal Harry down the field. Goes out of bounds. Not going to take the unnecessary hit. And there you go. So Jarrett Stidham's going to look to try to get some points on this drive. Our offense has been a standstill. There you go. Damiere Byrd. Big catch there. Speed down the field, man. Damiere Byrd's our most prolific receiver right now as far as speed goes. And then we're going to hand off to Sony Michel. There you go. His 2nd carry of the game, 21 yards. Need to just get his legs going. He's going to be our starter, most likely. And then there you go. Pass it up to Lamar Miller. Gets tackled at the 2. So now 1st and goal. Damiere Byrd on the slant. Get the block. There you go. Touchdown, Damiere Byrd, and the first touchdown of this franchise. It won't be the last. So we're going to try the onside kick system, and it's exactly the same. Never going to work because the front line can catch it, then it's never going to work. So there you go. We're still down 24-10, 2 minutes left in the game. And they're going to hand off to DeAndre Swift, who gets every block possible, and he gets in the end zone. So our defense ain't looking the best right now. They made that look way too easy. Now we're on offense, getting hand off to Lamar Miller, and you are getting cut. Yep. You're not going to last on this team, bro, making plays like that. And at the end of the day, he's our oldest running back on the roster. we're probably going to look to trade him after plays like that. You're playing against the backups. If you're going against the starters or like Bobby Wagner or something like that, you know, somebody that has like an enforcer, superstar X Factor, then I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad at all. Ball State trash. And then we're just trying to just get some yards at the end of the game, and it gets picked off, so Jarrett Stidham throws another interception. And that's game. 38-10 loss. Good thing it's just the preseason, so I'm not really tripping. And especially when how just uncomfortable I was with the playbook I was using on offense. It will be a lot better on my side once I change the playbook. I'll be a lot more comfortable with the plays being called and the players on my team being able to execute it. So there you go. I mean, we got dominated. That was my first full game on Madden 21, and I got dominated. So that wasn't the best feeling in the world, but I know it will get better. We will see brighter days. This is the reason we play the preseason, man. That way, when we get to the regular season, we're like fully ready. Not only me, but also as a team. I need to find out who's gonna be ready to play week 1. So Chase Daniel completely dominates the backup game. 126 yards, 84% passing. Jarrett Stidham 7 for 14, 50%. Cam Newton was only 4 for 10. Both of them threw interceptions. Jarrett Stidham came out with 2 interceptions. So it wasn't the most beautiful thing ever. You need to find a playbook that works right. This wasn't really the best at all. Granted, Cam Newton and Matt Stafford only played 1 quarter, so it was really the backups, and we lost. Lamar Miller got the most carries and also only had 28 yards. Then he fumbled twice. You know, the older players, and when they start playing like that, man, it's easier for me to start trying to mentally get rid of them. We're not going to do it this video, but we might do it next because I'm really highly thinking about it. But defensively, I wasn't too mad because the game could have gone a lot worse. I mean, the Lions had a short field most of the game, so there you go. Jaron Curse, Jared Davis, and Desmond Trufant all getting interceptions. So, like I said, can't be too mad with how that goes. Our next game will be against Cam Newton's former team, the Carolina Panthers, and Teddy Bridgewater. I will be checking out some playbooks, might make a custom playbook and see how I can do with that. But I can tell you one thing, we're not running Carolina's offense at all. But anyways, y'all, if you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe if you like this video. And I'm trying to get this video to like 10 likes. So spam that button and let's get ready for the next game. Carolina Panthers, baby!